What's up, guys? Me and my grandpa were just tinkering around installing. We just installed this little mirror right here since I broke the last one off. But while we were messing around, the thumb stopped working. So we took it apart, and this is what we found. We found this little wire right here. You can't even hardly see it. There you go. Right there, that wire came unconnected from this, right? So we're going to fix it the right way, because these are the worst connectors you could possibly use on anything. So we're gonna solder everything together and heat shrink it. It's gonna be really nice once we're done. So stay tuned and watch this. Okay, so what we want to do is get all these wires kind of out of here and in a point where we can see them.
Are they going to know that I'm holding this by the way it shakes and moves around?
They should.
Yeah. See, my tripod was my grandpa. That's why the camera's going everywhere.
So black to red, and then these two, red to red and blue.
One at a time.
No, you can't. I want to do them all. That way I can stick them all in one heat shrink.
Oh, okay.
So we can go get a marker real quick. We'll mark these ones white. Actually, we'll save the white for these black ones. See how I'm clipping this?
Yep, making the wires as long as possible.
Yeah, keeping the wires as long as possible, exactly. First thing you do is you get all your wires and you get the shrink wrap onto the main set of wires, right? That way, once you're done soldering everything, you can slide this back over all of them, and you can have one bundle instead of 20 bundles, 20 different separate bundles. Now all the heat shrink is in place. Now all we have to do is solder the connections we want together, slide these over, heat shrink them, and then slide this big one over, heat shrink the whole thing. It's all one complete, nicely wrapped tamale. Where's the soldering iron?
In your chair.
Here it is. Oh, okay. And yes, this is a homemade soldering tip. Me and my grandpa made them. I did a video about it. You can check that video out if you want, if you get time. It's a pretty cool video. How to make your own soldering tip. This process is called tinning. This is where you melt the solder into the wire and it kind of sucks it up. You want to try and breathe as much of this smoke as you can. It's a natural birth control remedy.
Don't lie to them, Brian. They might try it.
Oh yeah, okay. I heard this stuff is toxic. Honestly, I don't know. Can't be any worse than what people inhale on the weekends anyways. One little trick, if you can, we're kind of in a hurry so I haven't been doing it, but if you just slightly clip this and pull it out a little bit and then twist it, that's how you're going to get your best twist on the wires. Right, just totally twist it, clip this thing off, pull it out just a little bit, right? And then twist it. That's my tip of the day. If you want to get a perfect little wrap, that's how I do it. What you want to do is you want to heat this wire up. That's how it absorbs the solder the best. Once the wire gets hot, then it just absorbs the solder. I went and bid a job today, Grandpa.
Good. Then you can start paying me back.
What are you talking about? Okay, now here's the really hard part. One of these.
The job you've gotten in your life has paid me back. Seeing you grow.
Okay, this is the green one. It's gotta be. Yep, has the green on it. Okay, so these go together. Just like that. Now, what's the best way to do this, Grandpa?
Do what?
Hold these two things together and solder them. What's the old wisdom say?
Well, if you make them into hooks and hook them together, you don't have to worry about holding them. You twist them after you get them hooked. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You make an eye loop on one, stick the other one through it, and pull it back and wrap it around its own self.
Except for it's too bulky when you
It
do
gets
that.
a little bulky there. Depends upon the size of the wire.
Okay, so here's the nice thing. Once you have it tinned, theoretically, you should just be able to touch it up against the other one once you get it warm enough. Luckily, this isn't my first rodeo. I have done solder before, guys. I took a electronics course in high school. It was actually a really fun class.
Great-grandfather was a professional welder and TV repair sales and service. So he did a lot of soldering too.
Oh, and let me recommend to you guys, if you do get a soldering iron, go online and buy the oldest soldering iron you can. No, I'm serious.
I know.
The new ones are junk. The new soldering irons are complete junk. Get the old one. This one's like 60 years old probably, and it works 10 million times better than the one I bought
That's
a
every
year
bit 60
ago.
years old.
Well, they actually made them with... Oh. You see what I did there?
I'm not gonna say I told
went
you
overboard. Grandpa, I don't need you to say I told you so. I was getting the other side. I want a quality job, okay?
Okay.
I don't want a hack job where only one side is soldered. That just doesn't even look right. I had it together. Didn't cool down fast enough. Okay, we're gonna go back to that one. The wires are getting warm. And this one's gonna get more of a twist to it. There. That one I twisted the wires together a little bit more.
Get a drop of solder into that tip before you bring it up to it. It'll heat itself right into the rest of it.
No, it's not going in. It's like it needs some cleaner or something on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta start over. Get the big bubble off of it.
Would it help to have two hands up there?
No.
You hold one side, I hold the other side?
No, it's fine, Grandpa.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap it around itself once the wire cools down. It worked good the first time, I didn't wrap it quite enough. There, see I kind of twisted the wires together. Feels good. Feels okay. They're all solid. Now let me try and get this shrink wrap over the top of these. That one's too bulky right there. We're gonna have to get some rid of that, some of that solder, Grandpa. Part of that heat shrink shrunk.
Well, too warm yet, huh?
No, part of the heat shrink shrunk.
Oh.
It was too close to the soldering iron.
Is it still open enough?
No.
Can you use the
I'm just gonna
wire cutters, strippers? Probably not.
I still can't. I don't know if this one's gonna work. All these wires here, this one might be well, the good thing is we don't really need this one because we have this main one, but I do want to get it, but I don't think we're going to, Grandpa. What do you think? Oh, 1 second, let me see
I
if
think you can still do it.
I can crunch it maybe. Sorry guys, battery died on me. We got it all wrapped up nice and neat in there, as you can see. We pinched this off, and then I also taped the electrical wire right here. Could have zip tied it, but I just had electrical tape on hand, so I taped that way, you know, it doesn't go anywhere that it's not supposed to. And then there was a small spot that had been rubbed. I also taped it right there where it had been rubbed, so yep. One other thing I did was I taped this wire up. I'm gonna tape the other side too, but I think it looks a lot cleaner like that without the wire just dangling there. Less likely to get snagged on my keys or anything while I'm climbing up in there. Now, pretty simple. All I gotta do is put these last 4 screws in. Call it a day. I guess we should have checked to see if the thumb worked before I put all this stuff away, huh? Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, it's gonna suck, because then I'm gonna have to take all this all apart again. Pretty sure that one wire was the problem though. Try that thumb out. See if we fixed it. Perfect now. We fixed it, Grandpa. We fixed it.